Welcome to STEAM Education in Early Childhood Education, Level 1, Teacher Student English Medium Group 1 presentation. So before we start this presentation, I would like to thank Mr. Janaka Kamalgada sir for giving us this great opportunity. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to gain more and more knowledge related to STEAM education. And also, I would like to thank to our Indian lecture panel, as well as our Sinhala and Tamil translators as well. You guys are doing, you teachers are doing a very good, great thing for all of us. Teachers like us will gain a lot of knowledge from this whole process. And I would like to thank each and every people behind this big work. And this is a good teamwork. Thank you so much again and again. Before we move on to the slides, I want to introduce my group presenters. Myself, Dulanji Dahanayaka, and my peer presenters are Miss Dilshad Siddiqa, Miss Vimuri Nugegoda, and Miss Fatima Shazna. So we are going to talk about in these slides, introduction to science, importance of science, and introduction to the technology, importance of technology, how it's related to STEAM education, and to the day-to-day life as well, how it related to our preschools, as well as the activities that we can do related to technology. So in this slide, you can see what is technology. Technology is made by humans to simplify our living using tools, machines, and electronic devices to make things easier or solve problems. It can help us communicate, learn, work, and have fun. Actually, from the mobile phone itself, we are dealing with technology. All the kids, parents, all the adults are dealing with the technology. So it's really important to know what is technology. Next slide, please. In this slide, we can see the difference between technology and electrical appliances. Actually, technology and electrical appliances are two different scenarios, two different things. Technology refers to the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes, while electrical appliances are devices that use electricity to perform specific function. Like our mobile phones, refrigerators, telephones, computers, etc. And electrical appliances, devices are a part of technology, but technology is a much more broader concept. This is what the slide is presenting. Next slide, please. Over to you, teacher.
Dulanji. So now we are here to talk about technologies in transportation. So what do you think now? When it comes for traditional mode of transportation, where we used to walk, and then we use bull carts or horse carts or donkey carts, animal pull carts for the transportation. But now the technology has improved. So here you can see bus, car, submarine, aeroplanes, trains, auto and electric vehicles, and road cars. So I'll just give you, when it comes to a mode of road transportation. So when it comes to bus, car, trains, it has improved a lot, where we have EV cars. EV cars means electric cars. You can see here in Sri Lanka also, they're having now, there's a new model called BYD. Earlier they had Nissan Leaf, electric car, and they have BMWs on electric. So the technology has improved from fuel cars to electric cars. And even there are self-driving vehicles are there, like Tesla. Tesla is one of the self-driving vehicles. So without a driver, the screen is programmed. You have to you just say where you have to go, the vehicle will take you wherever. So the technology has been improved day by day, and there are GPS and navigations where we can see. And when it comes for train, yes, there are metros are there. Here we don't have metros here in Sri Lanka, but when you go for out of Sri Lanka, you will see metro, and then the electric vehicles, as we said. Then there are high speed trains are there, then jets are there. In water transportation, we can say like cargo ships are there. Cargo ships are there, then hydrofoils are so the mode of transportation has increased day by day because it improves our speed, safety, efficiency, and impact to our environment. And when it comes for technology on roads, what do you think? Yes, here solar light streets, traffic signals, CCTV cameras, bubble barricades, flyovers, and tunnels. Yes, traffic lights are there. CCTV smart traffic lights are there, where the traffic light, maybe if you need to cross the road, you have to press a small button. Yeah, and then imagine the road is red. The stop button is there. In a traffic light, the stop is there. Maybe when the vehicle comes in, it senses, and then you will get the green where you can access. So, as I said, pedestrian crossings are also there, where blinking pedestrian crossings are also there. And then when it comes to technologies at home, now you can see, yes, light, CCTV camera, air conditioning, then Wi-Fi, mobile accessory, PC. Now, when it comes to PC, we have laptops, tablets, then TV. Yes, earlier it was just the normal television. Now we have smart TVs are there, audio, media player, and then there are microwaves are there, vacuum cleaners are there. Now, when it comes to cooker, earlier we use gas. Now we have induction cookers are there, electric cookers are there, and we know. I hope everybody has know about this Alexa. When you speak to Alexa, it's a smart device. It will on the light. It will now say for an example, Alexa on the light. So Alexa will on the light. It will on the AC. So that the technology has been improved with this Google Assistant. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Shazia. I'm going to explain about the technologies used in our schools. Now, when we take technology, actually, now we widely use technology in Sri Lanka as well, in the schools, especially leading schools. I think in villages still we are in the primary status. So, but in leading schools in Colombo and other areas, surrounding areas, they are using smart boards to teach the lessons instead the whiteboards or the chalkboard. But in rural areas, still we have these type of things. We can develop these areas also using this type of technology, because it can change a bit better innovative community in school. So when we take in the schools, we use not only smart boards, we use calculators, projectors, and also microphones and laptops. What else? Audio visuals. Mostly the teacher. When now we have poems, songs, even in Sinhala language and English language. Then we can use audio visual, the speakers, microphones, or the smartphone. Using the YouTube, we can show the children how it sings rhythmically, who are the singers that sing this song. Then the children like to listen these songs, and they also try to say according to that rhythm. So it's very beautiful, very interesting way to teach them lessons through these devices. Each and every lesson we can use a smartphone or a smart board or a projector, and we can show them visually, and also audio, video, everything using this technology. Because some children, when we teach, we can identify some children, they can understand when they see only. So that we have to use the technology or the photos or the smartphone to show them this is what we are talking about. Some children want to write, some children want to do something, experiment, so that we can use different devices to show them audio, video, practicals, experiment, everything. Because of technology only, we could do everything for our children. So technology is very important to use in school. When we take classrooms, next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yes, thank you. When we take classroom, as I said earlier, the teacher uses smart boards and the projectors and also audio system. It will be very easy to us, to the teachers, to explain a lesson if we have these technological devices in the classroom. They can listen to the songs. They can read the books through e-books. This is technology. Without going to library, they can use some sites to the library, e-library, and they can refer lots of books through these smart devices, technological devices. Also, we can say in the classroom, the teacher can have classroom management software to see the attendance of the children and see the progress of the child, exam progress, and also we can monitor the child's behavior and everything from the technology, and we can help the child to come to the correct track through this. Next slide, please. Yeah. So when we take our school and classroom, everything is connected to education. We can use all these technological devices in our education field. The teachers as well as students can use more and more these technological devices to improve their knowledge and skills. So we have microphones, and when I tell the microphones, we practice these days for the concert. So when they recite poems and speeches, after practicing 2 or 3 days before, I gave the mic to their hands. They were full of nervous and they forgot everything when I gave this microphone. So I realized this is what we have to do. We should practice with these technological devices so that we can use these new technological devices to improve their knowledge. After 2 3 days, they were very smart. They were able to speak confidently in front of the audience using these devices, because when we give the mic, it comes a loud sound, sometimes echo, then the children get nervous. But 1 or 2 times when we practice, it becomes marvelous, amazing. So we can use these technical devices to improve the knowledge and the skills of the children from the small age. So we have microphones, digital cameras, for photography we can use this, and headsets are there, and USB sticks is there, or otherwise we call it pen drive. And also to data connection, to connection the data, we have Wi-Fi, routers, and also we have printers. When we take a PDF, we can take a printout and give the children. For examples, if we have some speeches, some poems, or some notes, and just take a printout and give the children. It's easy to study for them without writing. And also we use laptops and also computers. So there are different technological devices. Also, I think day by day, the world is developing. So as Sri Lankans, we should see a developed country in the future. Over to you, Vimuri.
Thank you, Dilshan. We are looking at the uses of technology. Here we can see in the images how it was before technology was used and after technology. So looking at the pictures on the left, we are looking into the agriculture sector. We have farming where animals were used for harvesting and preparing the land and all that. Now they've developed all the new technology and the machinery to help do it, so that vast amount of land can actually be done in a day, whereas before it would have taken such a long time and so many man hours to do it. Then we move on to the transportation sector. We can see In the past, it was slow and there was lots of pollution as well because there were steam trains and you needed to burn the coal. But now it's clean energy and it's efficient, it's fast, it travels on electricity, and people can move from one place to another in such quick times that even their work becomes efficient. So one thing leads to another. Next slide, please. Here we can see again then and now, starting with the television. Before it used to be a big bulky box with blurry pictures, but now the screen is very thin and it can come in varied sizes. The picture quality has improved tremendously, where you can even use the TV as a computer screen, as a smart screen that can project what you have maybe on your phone or watch. Next, we have the microphone. Again, it changes with size and then also the way it is easy for anybody to take it around and use it rather than having to stand by the mic. We have the radios, the watches, and even the telephones. Telephones have changed greatly, and now even the mobile phone has moved into smartwatches where you can take a call. You don't need to have the phone in hand, you can use the Bluetooth. So things are developing, technology is developing daily, and it is always becoming more and more innovative and efficient to make things faster and help people do more things. Next slide, please. We're looking at an invention. What is an invention? An invention is something new that uses technology to help solve a problem. So take, for example, the problem of crossing the road safely. Now they've come up with the color light system where you know if it's green or if it's red, whether you are to cross or not. Then they realize that maybe people who have visual disabilities might not know when it's safe to cross the road. So you have a problem, then you use technology to solve it, and an invention comes up. And they put in a sound that lets people know when it is safe to cross and when the traffic is about to start moving. Another problem now with people using their mobile phones while walking all the time, they've found out that people don't really raise their head to look at the color lights. So they've started to put color lights on the ground so that while you have your head bent and looking at the phone, you can check whether the light is green or red and cross the road safely. So an invention begins with a daydream. It is a question of what if, and then it takes lots of patience, millions and millions of trying and failing and trying and failing, and then finally you succeed. And an invention does not stop because there is continuous innovation, and as long as technology keeps developing, things will continue to progress in society as well. Next slide, please. Some activities for kindergartners. So here we have a list of many, many things that we can do using technology. Mouse adventures, hide a mouse cursor on the screen and have students take turns clicking to find it. So children who may not be very interested in sitting down with a book or a worksheet or even toys, when they see a very colorful screen, it attracts them very easily. And this is all play based. So children love to do it and they don't realize that they're learning. App exploration station, digital finger painting. Finger painting is also another great way to get children to express themselves because there are children who don't like to get themselves messy. They don't like to apply the paint on that. So sometimes this might help those children also express themselves through art and painting. Music maker, story time creator, code a friend's name. Now, this is another interesting thing that can be done using Scratch Junior, where the children use the animated animals to spell their friend's name, or it can be their own. So here they are learning language literacy, but they're doing it through a game. Tech scavenger hunts, digital patterns, virtual field trips, and tech collage. Virtual field trips and all are very interesting because especially during COVID, children weren't allowed to go on field trips. So this helped them to actually get together and go to places that they had never been and physically you might not really have a chance of going. So this helps children, especially there was an activity once during Vesak where the children had a virtual tour of Lumbini so that they were able to see where Lord Buddha was born and all that, which maybe not everyone will get to actually do, but at a very small age, children can even do it now. Next slide, please. Now onwards, we are looking at activities that are done in preschool using technology. So we talked about online websites that give free games and worksheets for children to learn. This can be done in class. It can be done as um, activity. If you've completed your work, you get an additional activity to uh, check your learning, your knowledge. It can be given as a homework activity as well. These activities can be used if the child is absent or at home due to illness. The work can be sent to the children and they can do it online and send it to the teacher. Like my friend said, it can be used for performances, gives the children a lot of confidence when they hear themselves. It can be recorded and played back to them so that they can understand how they sound and whether they need to change anything. The magic pen for reading. Children are still learning to read, but they love stories. So sometimes they might want the same story read 10 times continuously. So the magic pen actually helps them. And they're actually now using the pen. They know that it's the words that make up the story. And the pictures are there to help them to understand what the letters and words are telling them. Next slide, please. Here we see the picture on the left, music apps where children can start to play things like organ, guitar, drums. Maybe not everybody can get an organ or a melodica. So something like this is easy. It can be even downloaded on a phone or tablet and the children can use it. They can just play any tune they like and slowly there are apps that show you guided keys so that they can make the music as well. Scratch coding, we talked about activities that can be done in it. It can be done to reinforce a story that the children have been learning. They can use the characters to make part of the story and they can retell the story using what they have made. Physical and virtual chess. So children learn chess in school, and then they can use the virtual chess to play with either their masters or with their friends online, and it helps them to do things. Now it's here we can see screen time as well as not being on screen. So maybe they learn chess on the tabs or phones and then they can actually play it on the board when they have a friend with them. So it gives them an opportunity to use what they've learned in different spaces. Next slide, please. Here we are looking at the foundation activities to coding, where children learn to follow instructions and the arrow system is put into their mind so that they understand that the arrows signify a certain movement and there are also instructions given, the commands that they need to put into the coding activities. And the virtual reality where children can be introduced to pictures and moving creatures. They love them so much and through that we can get the children engaged into lessons and move on from there to a topic that the teacher has selected to work on. Next slide, please. So here we are looking at the virtual tours. Like I said before, these are some sites that help us to take the children on virtual tours. If a VR is available, the children can use that. If not, maybe on a smart board or laptop, the best that can be done so that the children can clearly see these places. There are tours of zoos like Amazon career tours where you can see polar bears, giant pandas. Then there are aquariums where you can see so many animals under the sea and in the water parks. Farm tours, national parks. There's even a tour of Hawaiian volcanoes, the Grand Canyon and Yellowstone, the mountains and the ranges there. Uh, planetarium. This is really great, especially if you can have it like in a darkened room and you set up the planetarium. Children really love it and they feel like they are in that space all the time. And it helps them to understand concepts that maybe you couldn't really tell them by showing a picture or talking about it. Then there are so many others. Now, here's an example of places in the US that children can see. So maybe someday, with the technology and innovation, we can take them to places around Sri Lanka and show the world to show Sri Lanka to the world as well. Next slide, please. So we've come to the end of the technology section. I thank you all for listening to us, and especially again to Madam for teaching us and Janaka sir for always guiding us. Thank you.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.